What's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement is still moving. Subscribe or die trying. You see the thumbnail. So let's talk about the passport gender wars. Like, I'm not a big fan of, sex tourism. I don't, I'm just talking about sex tourism in general. But they got brothers who travel and people have issues with them because, you traveling to find quote unquote sex, or you trying to find love, or this, that, and the third. But, and it's the men and women that have an issue with this, black men and black women. But y'all not saying nothing. Like, black women have more passports than black men. And you mad that these guys are going to other countries to meet people, but it's okay when a sister goes to the Dominican Republic and she's getting smashed out by some Dominican dude. She's going to Jamaica to get smashed out by some Jamaican dudes. She's going to Europe where women, where sometimes sisters are looked at as prostitutes, to get smashed out by some European dude. She's going to the Caribbean to get smashed by some Caribbean dude. That's fine. As long as she brings some girlfriends, it's a girl's trip. Maybe she's going to Bora Bora. You know what I'm saying? She got flew out by a guy, and she's taking the classic "I'm in a hotel by myself" pic for her social media, knowing that he's holding the camera and he butt naked with socks on, holding the phone like this. Like, hey man, I just picture, you know what you need to do. So we're gonna play this game like this doesn't happen. Well, like I said, long as it's under the girls trip umbrella. But we're not saying anything. What about, the cruises? You remember how they used to do the Tom Joyner used to do the cruises? What about all the people who take these cruises, these adult cruises, no kids allowed, these adult resorts, no kids allowed? What do you think they're doing? They're flying out to have sex. We're not talking about the ladies who, went to other countries and came back with babies, and then all of a sudden, it's the black men who abandoned the family, but you got pregnant by a guy from a whole nother country or from America in a hedonistic environment. You was in the orgy sphere and you don't know who it is. So you come back and then blame, some, black men in general because 4 dudes didn't pull out and you was cool with that. Like, I know of a story, and it's going to be, brace yourself. I know of a story of a young lady who caught an STD, who went, to the Caribbean, and she had sex with a guy in the Caribbean, but the guy was a killer and he was in a necrophilia. So he was sleeping with her and a corpse. She had to find that out when she got back. Because it was just, what's going on out here? So we don't talk about the hypocrisy of all of this stuff goes on. All of this stuff that goes on, when the ladies go on vacation, that we're not, people act like we're not privy to. The same thing happens Miami trip, Vegas trip, L.A., New York. You know what I'm saying? Essence Festival. When they have like these bowl games right now going on, Final Four, NBA All-Star Weekend. See what I'm saying? Like, all of this stuff happens all the time. When they used to have the NFL Pro Bowl in Hawaii, what do you think is going on? But that's okay, and that's, when people take those cruises to Cozumel, Puerto Plata, Cancun. Nobody says anything, you know. But you going to Cancun and getting smashed out by some Mexican guy. You know, it's all good, right? Nobody's saying, you know, oh, this is so wrong. I was just lonely. You know, they made a whole movie about how Stella got her groove back. That has only accelerated, expanded, and grown over the years. But when guys are doing this, that's a problem. But the ladies have more passports. They're traveling more. When they getting, you know, when they go to Dubai and these dudes are using a bathroom on them. Nobody's saying anything. So you're mad at these guys for traveling and quote unquote sex tourism. But hey, man, the hypocrisy of it is when you flip the gender, it's no big deal. Anything goes, literally. Anything goes. You know, and not to mention, I didn't bring up, you know, when they have those church gatherings, you know, those church conventions, or dental conventions and doctor conventions and, you know, engineer conventions and, you know, all these conventions that come out, manga, you know, the Comic-Con convention. What do you think is going on? Super Bowl weekend. What do you think is going on? See, that's okay though. You know, hey, let them travel, do whatever, you know. But if guys start doing that, oh, I can't believe it. This is ridiculous. Why would you ever? Shut it up. Shut it up. But I'm done on this one. Like, share, subscribe, or die trying. Catch you on the next one. Peace.